Welcome to the Valdez family homestead, and thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of this exciting content that we have coming your way, as well as hitting that like button because it helps us out a ton on the algorithm. Go ahead and leave some comments below. Give us your thoughts, ideas on what I'm going to show you today and any future videos that you might want to see here on our homestead. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here on the homestead, bringing you guys a quick video. Normally I do Thursday videos on the channel, but it's been a little bit off these past 2 or 3 videos. I've been bringing them to you on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday. But today is a special one because this has been in the works. We have been working on it for about 2 weeks, maybe a little more than 2 weeks. And there's only been a few days where we worked on it from like 7:30 in the morning to like 7:30 at night. It's been a lot of hard work been put into it. But anyways, what I am talking about today is the Chicken Coop 2.0 that we've been working on, and I wanted to give you guys a full tour of that chicken coop. There is a few more things I have got to add on it, but it's not a ton. I'm not worried about it, and I'm happy to say the girls will be moving into that coop today. So we're gonna go to the feed store and get some pine shavings. I plan on doing the deep litter method in there. If you don't know about the deep litter method, there's tons of videos out there. I find it's the easiest thing to do, especially so you don't have to clean it so often, as well as getting you some compost, some good compost for your garden in the future. So I'm gonna go to the feed store, get these girls into their new coop tonight. They were excited. Yesterday I had the door open and they were already climbing up, getting ready to go into that coop. They are just as excited as we are here on the homestead to get them into that new coop. And the girls upstairs that you have not seen in a while, but you will be seeing in some future videos, are well bars. They are going to be starting to get transitioned into the smaller coop to keep them separated from the bigger girls. So let's go ahead and start walking that way to take a look at the new Chicken Coop 2.0. Let me turn you guys around here to do the reveal. And these girls right here, let's say hi to the girls first. I know you are waiting in anticipation to view this. Oh, but they're over here yelling at me because they want to come out. Let's go ahead and let them free range, right girls? Y'all are excited, right? Yeah. Hey Lola, you excited Lola? Let's go. All right, they want to tour it with us, so I'm going to let them out here. Come on girls. They are excited. All right, here she is, enough waiting. Chicken Coop 2.0. So we've got the French doors here for them, so they got to be fancy. It does have that farmhouse look, but I wanted to give it a more modern farmhouse look, so we got the black trim going here, and this is really the only trim besides on the back that we have. And then we've added acrylic windows here. And I will tell you, those 2 weeks have been put in hard work into this, but anyone, I would say, with average woodworking skills can build something like this. And I will be leaving links in the descriptions below. So I did get some plans from Etsy, but we did do a little modifications here and there, but we love how it turned out. This was some great plans. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Like I said, it's got the French doors. It's got 2 latches, one on the top and then one on the bottom here. And I've put some door sealer here. There was a gap between the doors, so just to seal it off, especially in the winter. It doesn't get too cold here, so I'm not too worried about that. But I did put some sealer to seal this door when it is closed. All right, so open that side. Now open this side, and let's go take a look inside. So look at that. They've got some beautiful flooring in here. This is just vinyl peel and stick flooring. This is not necessary. I just wanted the longevity of this chicken coop. Since we're gonna be doing the deep litter method, you know, it could be a little moist on the bottom. I don't want it to mess up the wood, so I highly suggest putting in flooring like this to protect that wood underneath, especially since these girls are pretty messy. You want to protect that floor to give you the longest lifespan of your chicken coop. So it wasn't too bad. It took one box of this vinyl flooring. I believe it was like $38. I don't remember how many square feet, but anyways, for a chicken coop this size, about 6.5 by 8, I had plenty to cover this floor. So here's their roosting bar. I got one going all the way across. That's about 8 feet. So that's plenty of space. I've got 8 chickens, but for now, of course, there's only gonna be 5 in here. So I've got that roosting bar for them. And then in the back here, I've got a natural roosting bar for them. And that roosting bar, I want to give a shout out. I didn't cut it down any trees. I don't really have any trees to cut around me, so I want to give a huge thanks to my aunt and uncle. They traveled a far distance to come visit us, and they brought me a whole bunch of sticks and logs that I'm using for my chickens right now. Chickens want that natural way to roost, and in the wild, chickens of course roost on tree branches, and so they have one back there, but I still wanted to include this is just a 2x3 that we use here. And then this is all ventilated, so I'm not worried about it getting cold in here because it does get kind of warm. In the summer, we want it to have plenty of ventilation, so that's what I liked about these chicken coop plans. Put the hardware cloth. You want to do that from predators because that's a pretty good sized gap there, so you don't want any predators coming through here. So the hardware cloth all through the sides there. So on each side, and then it is ventilated on the peaks as well, so put some hardware cloth all through it to protect them from predators. And so in the back, as you can see, that door, we will get to that, but that door in the back can be open for that cross ventilation, especially in the summer when it can get really hot here. Especially in Texas, it gets super hot in the summer, anywhere from 98 degrees up into 105, and we've also had record-breaking numbers here before. So chickens love the shade, so of course when they're outside you want to give your chickens plenty of shade, because they like to be cool as well. You know, they get hot just like we do. And then here's our nesting boxes. We got 3 nesting boxes. This is one thing I do have to finish, which it's gonna take like 3 minutes. But just to help them get up here, I'm gonna put another one of these 2x3s like their roosting bar. I'm gonna put it right across the way here, so it helps them get up there, and they don't have to, you know, jump, which this is not very high at all. But you know, if they try to jump up there, they might hit themselves since there's not much clearance on the nesting boxes here. But 3 good sized nesting boxes. Let's go ahead and take it to the outside. I did want to show you this. So maybe in the future videos we can capture some footage of the chickens, and just to keep an eye on them for predators and stuff when we're not here, when we're gone. I do plan on in the future adding a automatic chicken coop door, especially if we want to travel somewhere and we can't be here with our chickens. So this is just a sliding door that I've created, and we'll go down into the run there here in a minute. I'll show you what I did for that. But anyway, speaking of what I was talking about, if we want to travel and keeping an eye on the chickens, I have installed a camera, so that's gonna be cool. We're gonna get live feed of them in here. So there's a camera I've installed up there. And so we're gonna have live footage of our chickens. But anyways, let's continue the tour. Show you, I've added a solar light. This chicken coop is raised about 34 inches off the ground, so almost 3 feet. So you got a 34-inch ground clearance here. And Apollo loves it down there. I'm thinking about turning it into a doghouse. Of course, he's too tall to stand up under there, but he likes to go under there and watch over the chickens. And so I'm thinking about turning that into an area for him. That might be a future video. Okay, so moving to this side. This is just something I whipped up really quickly with the scrap wood that I had from building this coop, because I had plenty of scrap wood. So I made them. It's not a run for us to have access necessarily, but it is just a, as you can see, it goes from the house here and protects them from predators. So when they go down into their run right here, they are protected completely. So let me give you a better look at it. It's just like I said, something I whipped up really quickly. It goes from their coop down into their run right here, and so they can go safely into their run. Let's move on to the nesting boxes. As you can see, I used the tin roof as I stated. With the scrap that I had from that roof, I've used for the nesting box here. This is not necessary. Of course, eggs are very pricey. They have gone down a little bit, but you don't want anyone stealing your eggs. Now, this is the only one I could find at the time. Don't make fun of that I have a lock on this. But you do want some sort of latch like this, just to make sure the nesting boxes don't come open. Some of those predators are pretty smart. Even though this is off the ground, I don't know, they find ways to open things like this. There is their nesting boxes that I showed you from the inside. The only thing about this nesting box, and my daughter, because she wants to help collect like the eggs and stuff, remember that I had stated that this coop itself is almost 3 feet off the ground. These nesting boxes are even higher. You know, she's only 5, so she's down here, so collecting eggs, we'll have to get her like a stool so she can help, or you know, just pick her up and let her put the eggs in the basket. But that is one thing about this nesting box being so high up and her helping collect eggs. Even for my son, which, happy birthday to my son today. He was born on Mother's Day 11 years ago today. So next year his birthday will fall on Mother's Day again. But happy birthday to you, son, if you so happen to watch this video. We love you so much. Getting back into the video here, this is the back where I was talking about the ventilation on the chicken coop. The same latches I used on the front, I put back here. And so you just lift this latch and then you open it up here. And then you've got ventilation there for them. And I have, of course, put the hardware cloth on there as well. When we leave it open for them, they are still protected from predators when we're not here or we're not, you know, keeping an eye on them. It has all the ventilation you'll ever need on this coop, especially if you live in a warm area like we do. And then here's just the back side of it. Here's the back side of that run here. They go directly into there. And so these girls are super excited. Like I said, when I was working on it, trying to finish it up yesterday, they were going in there, and one of them, which it's Lola, Lola's over there by herself. She is the explorer, and she loves to go off on her own sometimes and just explore. She's super funny. I think she's the funniest chicken of the flock. But what she'll do is she'll just go off and do her own thing. They'll be in there together, and Lola will be off exploring, doing other things. Anyways, she made her way into the coop, and she was in there by herself, just exploring, looking at everything. And so I know that they are super excited to be in there. Oh, hi girl. Here's Chica. She wanted to come say hi, as you can. Yep, say hi, Chica. And Chica, I think Chica is my camera girl. She loves to be on camera. Yeah, you love to be on camera, don't you, girl? And there's Lola. Hi, Lola. Lola loves to be on camera too. Yeah, girl, y'all are about to move into y'all's coop today. Yeah, y'all ready, huh? I gotta go buy y'all some pine shavings. And so here's the ventilation you can see from the outside here. I am going to be putting, that is the last thing that I'm gonna be doing here, which is the one other thing that I had to do to this coop, is on these eaves right here. I'm just gonna be putting a 8-foot board that goes all the way across here. Just to kind of block that so you don't see that area. Just to pretty it up a little more is what it is. That is our chicken coop 2.0. So exciting to have this complete already. Have these girls moving in here fairly quickly tonight. They're excited. And then we're gonna be moving our well bars into there in the very, very near future. Look, there she goes. She's going in. She's going in for the touchdown, and then we got a follower here. I think Lola is the leader as well, because she'll do something and then the others will follow when they feel like it. And if she doesn't hurry, she might get pushed in. She's excited. She wants to come in. She wants to come in, don't you, Lola? You want to come inside your new coop, don't you? Yeah, I know you want to come in here. Super exciting to have this chicken coop finally finished and getting these girls moved in there. I will have the link for you down in the description for this plan, and as I had stated, I did a few modifications here to do it to how we wanted it and how it would benefit us. Is a plan that doesn't have a run, so if you're wanting a coop that's going to have a run attached to it as well, you will have to either go with a different plan, or you can modify it as I did if you already have a run and you want to just add something small where they can go into the run safely, or you can attach a run on the side of it and give them a big enough run. I do plan on probably doing that in the future once this is no longer. I don't plan on that lasting too long, but it has held up pretty well. If you haven't checked out that video, that is a whole different video on giving you my thoughts and build on that run. But there she is, she's finished, she's ready to go, and I appreciate you guys joining me here on this rainy but beautiful Saturday. But until the next one here on the Valdez Family Homestead, I will see you guys later.